Hello everybody, welcome to what may be my most boring video ever. Today I'm going to try and complete a crossword and I thought I would record it. Why not? Why not? This is actually something I've wanted to do for a long time, because I have over the past couple years been watching a channel. Where is it? Here we go. Cracking the Cryptic on YouTube. It's a channel all about, well, mostly Sudokus now, but they do the occasional crosswords thrown in, the Times crosswords, and yeah, cryptic crosswords. And I love crosswords, but I really want to get better at cryptic crosswords. It's a whole kind of thing in itself about weird rules and things you have to know, and it's like a little secret club. And I just love the idea of being good at cryptic crosswords because I always look at them in newspapers and think, what the hell is that? How does anyone solve these things? So I feel like I'm at the stage now where, after watching lots of their videos, after a couple years, yeah, usually every week they do a crossword masterclass where it's usually Simon, this guy here. He's usually the one that does that and tells you about all the things that you have to know and how to solve these clues. So I've been doing that. I've been doing another thing called Minute Cryptic, which is like a daily cryptic crossword clue, a bit like Wordle. And yeah, I feel like I've reached the point where I can give it a go. Now, in these videos, he does the big ones. I'm not going to do the big one today. I'm going to do probably the quick cryptic, which is here somewhere. I'm not sure where it's gone. But, oh yeah, let's do Mondays. So quick cryptic, right? I'm going to try and do this. I'm going to give myself a time limit. I'm not going to edit this. I'm not going to like cut out all the me just thinking. It's going to be one straight shot of me trying to do this crossword. I'm going to give myself 1 hour, okay? I'm going to give myself an hour. If I get it done before then, great. If I don't do it, I'm just going to stop at an hour and then look at the answers. All right, so got my cup of tea. It's a nice Sunday afternoon. Got nothing better to do. So let's give it a go. I've also got the Chambers website. This is there you go. It's a crossword dictionary. So this is what Simon always shows in his videos when he looks for, definitions and abbreviations and things like that. So I've got this open so we can search it and maybe try and find some answers. But anyway, enough yapping. Let's do Mondays because I don't know if Sundays is actually more difficult. Usually with crosswords, they get more difficult as you go through the week. Although I think Saturday is usually the most difficult. Anyway, we're going to do Mondays. Let's go. Let's see what this looks like on screen. Okay. Now I will try and think out loud and explain some things. I mean, I might be terrible. I might be so bad at this. But let's go. The time has started. Okay, right. So 1 across. Village play. 6 letters. Right. So one of the things is you have to think about what the definition is of a clue, what the recipe is, how is it telling you to mess around with the words and the letters involved. What's the indicators? What's the fodder? What's the stuff you have to do? What's the stuff you have to use to get... Anyway, I'm thinking... So it's 6 letters. There are 6 letters in the word village, right? No, go across. This is my first time using the Times crossword stuff. Oh no, there's 7 letters. Damn it, there's 7 letters, not 6. I can't even count. That's not a good start. I thought maybe village, you'd have to play around and basically anagram it to get another answer, but that's not the right answer because I can't count. Okay, we'll come back to that. What's 1 down? Maybe nag can be heard speaking roughly. Okay. Maybe nag can be heard. Can be heard makes me think there's a certain type of clue which is like a homophone, so you have to say it out loud and it sounds like another word. So horse. If you nag, a nag is a female horse, right? If you say that out loud, a horse, you can also speak roughly, as in you have a hoarse voice. I think that might be right. Oh my goodness, I've got one right. Okay, that's filled me with a level of confidence. Let's carry on. Oh, I didn't set a timer. Start. There you go. There's a timer on my phone for an hour. All right, here we go. 8 across. Extreme misery of USA, nigh exploding. One of the things with these clues is never read them as they are punctuated, potentially, because that is probably done to throw you off. So you notice how I paused there after USA because there's a comma. Shouldn't do that. Try and read it in a different way. So maybe, extreme misery of USA nigh exploding. You have to think about how it might be broken into different sections of the clue. Extreme. So maybe the clue and the definition is usually at the beginning or the end of a clue. So this could mean extreme misery. It could mean exploding. But it starts with A, whatever it is. Extreme misery could mean. Sometimes it is easier just to think of synonyms rather than actually thinking of the wordplay. What's a good synonym of extreme misery? Agony, maybe? Agony? Agonies? No, that doesn't seem right to me. Let's go back to one across, actually. I've got an H there now. Ah, this is okay. This is good, actually. So, this is very good. Village. What's another word for a village or a small town, collection of houses that also is a very famous play? I think that's going to be Hamlet. Hamlet. By William Shakespeare, of course. Okay. This one is a mammoth one. Holy moly, I'm not going to even try and tackle that yet. I think we need some more letters in there first. Let's try this one, which starts with E. Famous rapper. Mostly not without heart. I mean, Eminem was a famous rapper. Starts with E. Eminem does fit. Oh, if I can spell it. Eminem. No, wait. Emin. Oh, it doesn't fit. Never mind. Famous rapper. Mostly not without heart. Let me go to that as well. So, again, maybe I'm reading that too much on the surface level, and that's actually not the answer. Maybe it's heart. Although heart in cryptic crosswords often means the heart of a word. So you might, and it's saying without heart, so you take out the middle letters of a word. So, not sure about that one yet. Let's move on. 11 across. Some players win, especially a scoundrel. Some players win. Some players win, especially a scoundrel. Another word for a scoundrel. Can't think of anything at the moment. God, this is hard, isn't it? I'm such a fool trying this. Let's go up here. 4 across. Endlessly trod, grassy plain. Endlessly. Maybe you take the ends off these letters. What would that leave you with? I mean, how many? What, maybe? No, I mean, you'd get T, R, G, R. No. Okay, that's not it. Although endlessly, that's another word. That's another thing that might mean take the ends off the words to get some of the stuff inside the clue. Okay, 10 across. Takeaway menus with second item replaced by starter for Indian. God, this is a long clue for a very short answer. Takeaway menus with second item replaced by starter. Okay, so starter for Indian is probably I, the letter I. The starter for the word Indian is I. So you replace something with I. Second item replaced. So maybe the second letter is I. And then maybe it's menus. What's another word for menus? And it means take away. Oh, menus. If you have a menu, it's a list. It's a choice. I don't know. It's also plural as well. So maybe the S goes there. Anyway, I'm not confident enough with that, so I'll leave the I in there though, because I think that might be right. Let's go down to 12 across. Disguised by cloth with irregular patches of colour. Right. Okay. Irregular. These are the sort of words that are standing out to me. Irregular can often mean take the irregular letters. Well, no, it's usually regular actually. Like take the regular letters of these words. So maybe every other one or every other two. Irregular though, what does that mean? I mean, what would that if irregular maybe I mean if I just start to actually separate that out, let's go maybe I G I G I E. This isn't spelling a word, is it? Ah, yes. Ijibko. I imagine it probably means, well, that it could mean disguised. Hid. Something was hid or hidden. It was disguised. Hid by cloth. Maybe next to the word, another word for cloth. So like, and then this whole word means irregular patches of colour. Well, I mean, what is an irregular patch of colour? Almost like Jackson Pollock. How would you describe that? Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. Popular time traveller beginning to trust self-absorbed person. God, these clues. Maybe I'm not ready for a times one. I thought I might be. Popular time traveller. Or maybe it's just popular. And then traveller, could that mean something? If letters travel, is it an anagram indicator maybe? Beginning to trust a self-absorbed person. Egotist. Like, come back. 17 across. Combustible rock covering a street beside the sea. Combustible. Does it mean combustible? Flammable? Explosive? That's too long. Rock. Covering. So if something covers, you'd think that it would be on the outer edges of the word. So whatever this rock is goes around the outsides of a street, and maybe it means beside the sea. What's another word for a street? Road. If I put road in the middle, although then it does say beside the sea, so then beside is also another placement thing where like you could put something beside another bit of the clue to make the full clue. Okay. Lift up one among many. Right. Lift up could be the definition here. One among many. One is often I, like the Roman numeral for one, or saying, one is very, very posh, like the Queen. One is feeling very happy. So maybe the I goes amongst the word for many, and it means to lift up. Raise. Raise means to lift up. What would that... that would leave that as the thing meaning among many, or many. That doesn't seem right to me. That doesn't... Among many. No. I mean, that fits in terms of the definition, I think, lift up and the amount of letters, but I don't think that's right. 20 across. Magic being just technology in the end. Magic being just technology in the end. Technology could maybe be IT. Magic. And also, why is magic in quotes? Magic. Magic being just technology. 21 across. Russian-born author Reversed vehicle across trashed book. Oh my god, these are ridiculous, these clues. Russian, is it? I mean, is the answer actually going to be a Russian-born author? Am I meant to know that? Reversed is obviously quite clear what that means. You're going to reverse, maybe reverse a word for a vehicle across a trashed. Trashed could be anagrammed. So, nope, nearly going to spill my tea. So yeah, maybe you anagram the word book and then you reverse. I mean, a vehicle could be a car. That fits with the amount of letters left. What would that? Hang on. So what would that be? I feel like that's actually not bad. What I've said there. So let's just anagram this. KO. So that's book and that's car. Where would the car go? Oh well, the car has to be reversed. So RAC. Reversed vehicle across. So across, does that mean you maybe place it going in between? Is there a Russian-born author called Rakubko? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, actually. I wouldn't be surprised if that is the right answer there, but I just don't know who the author is. So let's take it out for now, because it's just going to confuse me. Star roll in Barbie is below the usual level. Star roll. What is a star roll? Or maybe it's just star. Like a space star. Astronomic star. Also, the word below, if it was a clue going down, then below could mean you have to place it below. But because it's an across clue, that doesn't really mean that. No. Lots joining Anglican Church simultaneously, and this is 2-4. Okay, immediately, simultaneously, I'm thinking another word for that's 2-4 is at once. If something happens at once, it's happening at simultaneously. Why would that be the right answer? Well, CE could be the Church of England, so that's the Anglican Church. Why does this leave lots? Oh, a ton. There you go, a ton. A ton, you could say, oh, that's a ton of that. That's lots of that. Joins next to CE for the Anglican Church at once. Okay, good. I've got one. Finally. That was a long time without getting one. I was getting a bit worried there. So we've got some more letters. That's good. Right, let's go start doing some of the down ones then. Do we even try and look at this gigantic 2 down? Let's have a go. Facing in. Aim to develop enlargement. Wow, I mean... Facing in. What's another word for enlargement? Megavolve. That's Pokemon, isn't it? Okay, we'll move on from that. That's the famous rapper one, which we didn't get very much done with. Musical work. Musical work. Or maybe just musical. Work. Maybe to work something, to anagram it. New York, NY Opera Company raised its speed. So this one is, where it says raised, because this is a down clue, that could actually mean something there in terms of position, or maybe raised could be reverse it. If you raise it, you raise it up, you almost flip it. So no, okay, we'll go back to there's another huge one. Oh, at least this one's broken into 2 words though. Frantic, disorderly span in cricket. Frantic, disorderly span. I imagine the word is probably going to mean frantic, because what else could it mean? Cricket? I mean, cricket is a word. If you say something is cricket, doesn't that mean it's good? Oh, that's cricket. Is that a thing? Do you know what? This doesn't count as cheating, I feel like. Cricket. Oh, no, it means unfair. Oh, okay. So if you say something's cricket, it means that's unfair or unsporting. Okay, right, wow. So actually, the definition could be cricket in that case. I wasn't sure if there was a good long two-word phrase that means cricket, but maybe there is. Right, we'll go 7 down. Not all of scribes say something in writings on a subject. Writings on a subject could be the definition. Thesis? But it's writings, so it would have to be plural. Anyway, let's try and work out what. Hang on. Not all of. So maybe you take some of the letters and it say something. That kind of goes back to that horse clue where I was saying, I was saying about how if you say something out loud, it could mean something else. Maybe that's what this is referring to. Say something. Not all of scribes say something. So if we hang on, let's. Not all of scribes. Maybe that could be script. No, I mean I still don't think that's right. Okay, 9 down. Undercooking surface almost lose ability to see mischievous creature. Okay, mischievous creature is sticking out to me as the definition. What is a mischievous creature? Like a imp, or obviously that's way too short to fit, or I don't know, goblin, troll. No, that's not really mischievous. Could also maybe be under. I don't think undercooking could mean anything. Although undercooking, I suppose it could be in the sense of being raw. If you're undercooked, almost lose ability to see. So a cooking surface could be. I mean, what cooking surface? You maybe like a chopping board or a. What would you call a counter? A kitchen counter would be a cooking surface, or does it mean cooking surface as in like a hob, like an oven hob? And then you almost lose the ability to see. Well, the ability to see is sight, so maybe you lose some of these letters. So a word that means. Oh man, there's too much. That's too long. There's too many to that. Too many things in that I can't follow. Let's go to a slightly shorter one. Show former partner hello piece. Show, display, or it could be a show like a theatre show or a play or a former partner hello piece. A piece of the word hello? Maybe a piece of all of this. Maybe a piece of. Is there a T? There is, because we know that it ends in T. So there's a T in partner. What would that be if I work backwards? So what I'm saying here is a piece. Maybe it's saying you have to take a group of the letters in a series of words. And that usually cuts across words as well. And that's how they hide it. So, it could be blending two parts of these words. And it's the bit in between that's actually the clue or the answer. So that was R. I'm just working backwards from T here. A, P, R, E, M. What does that spell? Merpart. That's not a word. Okay, that's not right. That's not right. Scratches, small restraints on wrists. Oh, I think I might have this one. Maybe. So restraints on wrists, if you're getting arrested, you'd get handcuffed. Another word for handcuffs, kind of a bit more slangy, would be cuffs. You get cuffed. And then small, I think, can just be abbreviated to S. I'm pretty sure that's one of the things that Simon says. If I put an S, let's see. Is there anything about being an abbreviation for small? Uh-oh. Let's just do a Control F. Small. Okay, it's not on there, but I'm sure that is a thing. Because, the reason why I say that is because if we put S for small next to restraints, we get scuffs, which means scratches. So I think that's probably right. I don't think this, I mean, the thing that he uses in his videos is like this, it's like this software. It's not a website, it's actually a software of chambers, and it's got tons and tons of results. I don't know why. Oh, hang on, there's a whole page. What about small? No, it's not on here either, whatever. Anyway, let's carry on. 16 down. Wonder who sings. That is after send up of animal doctors. Okay, so send up, thinking upwards, flipping, reversing, send up. And it goes after. So Stevie Wonder. Oh, hang on, is it just Stevie? Stevie Fits. Why would that be the answer? Well, there's vets, V-E-T-S, going upwards. Where do I get the I-E from? That is. Oh, I-E. Right. If you're giving an example of something, you might say e.g., for example, but also i.e. So, i.e. that. That is. Okay, all right. Yeah. I'm surprised that Stevie Wonder is an answer in here, because I always thought that they didn't have people, or at least people that are still alive. That's always what he says, the Simon Go. Always says it's always, if they're in a crossword, a times one anyway, it's someone who's died. Historical figures and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm confident with that. That means this one ends in V. And this was the one that I thought, yeah, okay. Okay, anyway. Was that the last down? No, there's one more down. As of old, your meal's half herb. Okay, so old, I think, again, I'm only saying this because I've seen it in his videos, but I'm pretty sure old can just be O. I'm sure, but it's just not showing me on this stupid website. Oh yeah, there it is, there. Abbreviation. Old. So, as of old, so maybe the word means as of. If something is as of something, your meal's half herb. What on earth does that mean? Half of the word herb? Or another word for herb? I mean, there's tons of herbs. Rosemary, thyme, coriander, parsley. I'm guessing it would have to be a short herb, because it's only 5 letters long, this clue. Maybe we should try and get some of these acrosses, actually. Get some more checking letters. How's my tea doing? Hang on. How long have I been recording for? Oh my god, it's already been like half an hour. Wait, where's my timer? It's been 25 minutes. Oh my god, this really is the most dull video I've ever made. Anyway, let's try this one, because we've got the C here. This is a good first letter. Combustible rock covering a street beside the sea. What did I say this could be? Oh, a word for street going inside a word for rock. Oh, maybe it's a street beside the sea, because isn't a promenade? That's way too long, but a promenade would make me think it's beside the sea. Is that right? That's usually, yeah, it is. It's usually along a seafront. But then that's way too long to fit here. And if something is combustible, no, don't know. Let's try this F one. Oh, this is that right. Magic being, oh, okay. In the end, final. Why would it be final? Oops. I mean, I'm saying the end is the definition here. So what does that leave the other letters? I-N-A-L. Magic being just technology in the end. I'm not, I mean, I can't justify that. But it does make sense to me and it does fit. Do I just leave it in there? Can I pencil? Oh, I can pencil things in. Hang on, let's pencil. I've never used this, as I say, so let's just pencil. We'll put that in there. And also, let's put that in as a pencil as well. Okay. What's this one that starts with S then? Star roll in Barbie is below the usual level. If something is level, I didn't think about this before. If something is level, it's straight. Straight doesn't fit there, does it? No. Or it's even, it's level, it's how do I get to that though? Star roll in Barbie. Do they mean that we should think of the film Barbie? Probably not. That's probably what it's tricking us into thinking. But that's probably not what we actually need to think. It's below the usual level. No. By the way, what I'm going to do is once the time is up, which is going to be soon, I reckon. Yeah, as I say, I'm going to hopefully just show the answers, and then I might try. I mean, I'll probably try and do some more of these. So I feel like I need to work out how they were done. Like even if I don't answer them myself, I need to see how the answers would have been constructed. So basically, yeah, when this is over, I'm going to look at the answers and try and work out if I can, work out the recipe for it. Okay, this one, van is a vehicle. I'm just thinking of vehicles that have V in it now because then we've got to go backwards, reverse it, and then yeah, we're getting a very Russian sounding name now, aren't we? Nav, Russian-born author. Or actually, Nov would be more Russian, wouldn't it? Nov, like Romanov. But well, I did say it was going to have trashed book in it, wouldn't it? So hang on. It's these letters. I feel like it's these letters. It's just in a particular. Let's see if I can work out a name from this. Maybe anything that rings a bell. Or Kov, it could be. Oh, this is definitely it. This is definitely the answer. I just don't know any Russian-born authors. I'm ignorant. Ah, Ob Obenkov, Kobanov. Oh, I don't know. But I feel like this bit's right. Well, no, I don't know if that's true actually, because there could be somewhere else. I can't leave that in there. Right, 19 across, ends in T. Lift up one. Oh, I said this was raised before, so that's definitely not right. What could it be then? Hoist? If you hoist something, you lift it up. It has got that I in the middle, which I said it would probably have. One I among many, but the many is host. Oh, yeah. Okay, like you might say a whole host of something. Yes, that could mean many. I mean, I'm gonna check just to justify this. Host. Let's see. A very large number. Yeah. Okay, good. So that is it. Hoist. Great. Okay. Oh, we've got an H in this one now. Show former partner hello piece. Oof. All right. So now I don't think it is show. That's a strange place to have an H. If it was a second letter, That would make more sense. Maybe it would be SH or CH or TH. But there, that's a bit trickier. No, okay. What could we go back to? Let's go back to some of these ones up here. Because I felt like I went through these quite quick at the beginning. Extreme misery of USA, nigh exploding. I do think the word means extreme misery. I do. Or just extreme. If something is extreme, it is... Misery of USA. What does that mean? Nigh. Nigh exploding could be an anagram. You explode the word nigh and you rearrange it. So if we put nigh in, and also I'm thinking we've got an A there, USA. Maybe we just need the letters USA. Oh, so U. Is there any sort of combination of these bits? We have got an ing. We have got an ing. Is it an ing word? Eschewing? No, that's not how you spell that word. That's with an E. Orshing? No. I mean, that could also just be, it might just be a word I don't know. I mean, if I put the ing in here, hang on, ing. So what does that leave it? The H. Oops. Is that a word? Actually, it more likely would be this, wouldn't it? Orshing. Is that a word? I'm gonna hang on. I need to check. No, that's not a word. Is there a really obvious word I'm just not seeing here? No, I do. I feel like that's definitely getting along the right lines though, with the nigh exploding. I think it might end ing. So let's try this starting with G. Undercooking surface. Almost lose ability to see mischievous creature. Oh, didn't I say... Didn't I say about gremlin? But that obviously wouldn't fit. Gremlin. Gremlin-y. No. Or is it undercooking? Is it under? If something's under, it's ground. No. How much time do I have left? Oh my god! All right. Okay. Right. Okay. Let's carry on. Endlessly trod grassy plain. If you're getting any of these, by the way, and just shouting at me through the screen, then well done. You can gloat all you want in the comments. Please do. So this one, I'm thinking maybe the answer means, oh, it could be plain. If something's plain, it's bare. It's boring. But it could also be grassy plain. Isn't there lots of words that mean a field or a? Is it lea? Is another word. Obviously that's too short, but a knoll, like the grassy knoll, JFK stuff going on there. So if you trod, that's past tense there, you trod somewhere. Is that past? Trod? To trod, I trod. Trodded isn't a word, is it? Or is it? Oh my god, now it's seen. That's the thing with these crosswords, you start to... Trodded. No, oh no, don't go on Facebook. Trod. Trodden. Yes, okay, tread. Yeah, right. So a word to mean tread, past tense, trod, walked, but with the end of the end of the word taken off, so it's endless. Walked, what would that be? Well, then that fits completely, so that's not right. Strolled. No. No, I think I'm not getting the right bit there. Let's go back to this one, which I penciled in I for. Takeaway menus with second item replaced by starter for Indian. I said this was going to be take away. If you take away, you remove, you I really need some other letters. I just don't have enough to go on. What was this one? So this one we've got the S. Some players win, especially a scoundrel. Some players. Swine? A scoundrel could be a swine, I'm thinking, because that fits. There's win in the middle. What that? How am I justifying that? I kind of like that answer. Oh, it's there. Oh, it is there. It's a hidden clue. Joe, earlier I said about how, I think it was this one or one of the other ones, I said some of something. If you see that word, I think it was a different word actually I was referring to, but there is words that mean take a section of some words, and usually it crosses over the words. So the spaces are there to help it remain hidden. Well, there you go. Look, SWINE. There, swine is hidden. It's some of these words, and it means a scoundrel. All right. Okay, that's good. That's good. I mean, it's only helped with the massive one, which I don't think I'm going to get. And then this one, which I said was M&M, but I mean, M is looking more likely to be M&M now, but it still was too short. Mostly not without heart. I still don't understand that, but anyway. What else could we try and do? What's this one? Oh, that's the rock one. Oh my god, have we run out? Let's start looking at some of the downs again. Let's look at this one. Musical work. New York Opera Company raised its speed. Speed? Oh, why is this so hard? Okay, this one we've got a few more. Hang on, where's the break in this one? Frantic, disorderly span in cricket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's here. Oh my god, this whole time you haven't been able to see my my mouse. There you go. Well, that's annoying. Sorry, but I'm not redoing it. So there you go. Hopefully you've been able to follow what I've been talking about. Okay, now you can. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here is where the clue breaks. 5, 8. If something's frantic, it is. Oh, hang on a minute. How many letters are there in span in cricket? Is there 13 letters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There is. And it's saying disorderly. Anagram them. We've already got where the I and the N goes. So I think what we need to do, so span and then cricket. Crick-et. It's this, which means frantic. We have the letters for it. That's actually really good. Okay, hang on then. What would that be then? Let's think about this. I'm just looking at these letters now. I'm really bad at anagrams in my head. I can't do it very well, especially 2 words. But what could that be? Panic. No, because we've already got the I and the N there, so it can't be. Oh no, it could be actually. We've got 2 I's and 2 N's. Panic. Something. What would that leave? Hang on. What would that leave as the other letters? S? K. Where would the K go? Panic stricken? Stricken. I think that's it. Panic stricken. Stricken. If you're panic stricken, you're frantic. And I think that is an anagram of that. PANICSTRI. Yes, I'm going with that. I'm locking it in. Okay. Wow. All right. Great. We've got some more letters now. Let's go back up to... There's that Russian one. It's definitely Kov. It's got to be Kov. I know I'm going to be so disappointed with myself when I see the answer, because I'm going to recognize the name. Something Kov. Anyway, 4 across. Endlessly trod grassy plain. I said that was going to be a word that means trod. Most of it. And it means grassy plain. Okay, can I think of any grassy plains that have P in it? Traipsed. Although that's I'm thinking of the word for trod, traipsed, but no, that's not right. Okay, this one. Takeaway menus. Takeaway. And then so the menu with second item. Oh, it's literally, oh my God, it's literally the word menus. It's literally just the word menu. I was trying to think of a synonym for menu. It's not, it's menu. You replace the E with an I and you get minus to take away. Okay. All right, here we go. We've got 17 minutes left. Maybe a little bit. I did start a bit later, but anyway. 5 down. Musical work, NY Opera Company raised its speed. Is there a famous New York opera company that I'm meant to know of? Probably. 7 down. Not all of scribes say something in writings on a subject. That is going to be some sneaky wordplay, saying something out loud. No, I don't think I'm going to get that one. 13 across. Oh, this is that time traveler one. Okay, well, I did say about egotist before, being self-absorbed person. It does end in T, so I am thinking maybe it's something ist. Or even tist. Which is just not egotist. Maybe it was another word. Another word for self-absorbed. I reckon that might be it. I mean, how would we get this? What is the wordplay here? Popular time traveler, beginning to trust. Beginning to... Well, the beginning to the word trust is T. So hang on a minute. Maybe that's that T at the end, and all the rest of the clue means popular? Popular time traveler? I mean, a popular time traveler is Doctor Who, right? That's one of them, for sure. But that's obviously not going to fit. Oh, what is this? I feel like I should get this one. Popular time traveler. Self-absorbed person. Well, I mean, if let's just look at this one, because if this is right, this one would start with I, which is a bit strange. Especially now I something H. What on earth is that? Show former partner hello piece. Does it mean peace? A piece of something? Does it mean... I mean, hello piece, that's not... What could that possibly mean? Probably means a bit of a piece of the word hello. Former partner. A former partner could be your ex. You know, if you're thinking of partner as a relationship, could be your ex. But where would the X go in here? I don't know. A piece of the word hello. Well, there is the H that could be that. So maybe, you know, hell. But I'm not seeing all these words, all these letters come together to mean show. No. And I'm now becoming a bit more unsure of this I for ist. Damn it. It was going so well. I was on a little bit of a spree there. How much time do I have left? Okay, right. Oh, crap. We're running out. This is a really long one. Facing in. Aim to develop enlargement. Oh, I penciled in these. What's this one? As of. Old. Oh, yeah. So I said it had something to do with O. Your meal's half herb. Maybe half. Do you know what? In some of these situations, I've just not been reading these clues. I've been trying to think too much that it's clever tricks and stuff. But actually, you know, this one was just the word menus. Maybe I need to dial back a bit. Maybe this does actually just does mean half of your meals. What would that be? Well, it's 8 letters. Well, no, if we include the S, then it's actually 9. So that could be... I mean, if I put O there for the old, I mean, is there a herb that looks like this? Or is there a word that means as of that starts with O? As of something, and it's one word. It's not broken up. One word that means as of. I can think of until. That doesn't fit with anything we've got, but you might say until that, as of that. No, I'm stuck with that one. I'm stuck. That's the Barbie one I'm stuck with. Am I completely stuck? I think I might be. Is there any that I've not... Oh, this one we didn't really look at too long, did we? We've now got a C for it as well. Disguised by cloth with irregular patches of colour. Now this one could be colour. Patches of colour could mean disguised. It could even mean disguised by cloth. I don't know. That could be like disguised wearing another outfit. So what could that be? If something's irregular, maybe that's an anagram indicator. Patches, I mean, the C is in there. 7 letters. Patches. Patches is 7 letters long. But then I feel like there's too much of the other clues to kind of just be an anagram of patches. I mean, otherwise it would just be that, right? So what's this whole thing? Oh, hang on. Disguise. Disguise could be another hidden thing where it's, you know, all the letters inside it are the answer. Can I see any colours in here that's been disguised? Oh, I feel like when we get the answers, and I hope we do get the answers, I feel like I'll be able to justify a lot of these because I feel like I'm not far off with some of these things. Other things I'm going to just be a million miles away. Although by as well makes me think you put something next to the word meaning cloth. Rag. What would rag? Hang on, where would rag go? Or oh, hang on now, hang on. I'm reading this a different way. Patches of colour. So sections of it, letters of the word colour, patches of it, irregularly put in a word meaning cloth, and it means disguised or disguised by. What's incognito or something like that? So maybe, you know, C's already been used there. So maybe L was also used. I do think rag is a good synonym for cloth that's quite short. And then other letters of that, I mean, that could be O and L and R. Or O again, you know. And then all this together means disguised. But that's just too much of a stretch right now, I think. If we could get this one to give us another letter, that's the musical work one, though. Speed could just be S, I think. I think S is a... Let's look S for speed. Oh, hang on. Other way around. Let's check for S. Speed is also as in the drug, speed. But I'd be surprised if it's that. So maybe you raise the S in a word that means, well, whatever this New York Opera Company is. And it means musical work. Oh, a musical work could be like an opus. That's not necessarily musical, though. That just means work. Opus or a score. Or there is a word that means a musical. What is it? It's like Beethoven's something or Mozart's. There is a word for that, isn't there? What the hell is it? There definitely is, and I just don't know what it is. And I think that might be the answer. So it's going to have an S in here. Although the S probably, you would think the S would go at the end because it's, well, no, it's not plural. So maybe it goes at the beginning. A musical or musical works. No, I don't have it. I don't. Oh, I mean, I think I've done okay. How many have I got that I'm confident in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8 clues, and maybe that's not that good. But you've got to start somewhere. You know, if I do more of these and you can maybe over time, I'll improve. This is the rock one. Which I still don't know. If something is combustible. Well, a rock. Hang on, let's think about this. A rock could be like a diamond. It wasn't, you know, like the rock of a ring. That's a nice rock. Or a gemstone. Doesn't start with C though. It would need to be a rock that means, or a word that means rock that starts with C. which I can't think of right now. Are there any other rocks I can think of? I suppose you've got rock types as well. You could have like granite or marble, or I'm trying to think of Minecraft rocks now. That's what my brain's going to. Andesite, diorite. It's probably not them. That's too long. It needs to be shorter words that mean that. Chalk. Hang on, chalk is. Although that doesn't mean combustible. And then no, that's not going to work. What's that? Is chalk's not a rock, is it? I did just. There's something else on the tip of my tongue then, though. Another rock. But it's gone. No, it's gone. It's gone. Okay, one last look at some of the clues, and I think we'll call it there. Because I did start... On my timer, I've still got 3 minutes left, but I did start a little bit later. S something. Star roll in Barbie is below the usual level. The usual level could be the... If something's the usual... It's the standard. It's the norm. The... Roll in Barbie could be... I mean, the fact it is italicized does make me think the movie. But then I can't get any further than that. No, okay. I think... Oh, there's a timer here, actually. Stupid me, I could have just looked here the whole time. Oh. Although, hang on, if I tab out... Oh, it does pause, actually. Interesting. Okay, so that's actually not accurate to... Well, we'll say an hour... Let's stop the timer. Cancel this. We'll say an hour in the game, in this window. That's how we'll measure it. Once we hit an hour there, we'll stop. That's easier than using my stupid phone. All right. That's the Cov one. We know there's an A, and we know there's an N, which I would say would go something like this. Nakov. Bonakov, because we said book was the other bit. Obnakov. Or maybe the N goes... What do I think sounds better? Bakov? Nabokov. Nabokov. That sounds like a... Book and van. Nabokov. That does sound like a name. It could also be Nobakov, but I don't think Nob. That's kind of funny. Nabokov? Why does that ring some bells for me? What does that make this? Hang on, quickly. Show former partner hello piece. Show. Does it mean show or does it mean peace? Probably, well, could be either actually. I did say about having a piece of hello, which could be the H. So the former partner bit could be exhibit. Exhibit. Oh my God, I just got it. So your ex is your former partner. Although where the hell did all of Hibbit come from? That definitely means show though. So I'm gonna lock that in. Hello peace. H. I don't know where I'm getting the rest of that from, but I do actually feel quite confident with that. Okay. Can we what's this button do? Oh, that just does all that. There's the one to check. Okay, so we'll click that in 30 seconds time. All right, so if we say this ends in N, undercooking surface, Almost lose ability to see. Mischievous creature. I mean, goblin, right? Look, like... Goblin, does that go around the outside? What would that make the rest of the clue, though? I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. No, I'm going to leave that. Oh, we're all right. We hit an hour. Okay. So there we go. What did I actually get done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's right. Let's put that in there properly. 9. We got about 10 or so. Let's check. Let's get rid of this. Well, no, we'll leave that. Let's check. We're going to check the grid. Okay. I think this means we're right. Does that mean right? I think so. These are obviously wrong. So the O didn't start with O there. It wasn't final. I can justify that anyway, that clue. How do we just... Oh, reveal. Should have done reveal. Yes. Okay. Wow. Oh my god. Right. Okay. Let's just look at some of these. I'll try and not spend too long here because this isn't, you know, this is interesting to me because this is finding out where I went wrong and how you actually made some of these answers. Hamlet we got right. Oh, it doesn't stay on though. Can you stay on? Yes, reveal. Oh, but why does it get rid of the answers when you do that? Okay, I guess I just can't click anywhere. Just have to hover over things. 4 across, endlessly trod grassy plain. A step. I don't understand that. What is that? Let's look that up. Extensive, dry, grassy, and usually treeless plain. I've never heard that word before. How would I have made that? I guess stepped. If you stepped somewhere, you trod, and you took the end off of it. You took the end off of the D to make step. Okay. Anguish. On this, yeah, that's gonna. Oh, okay, that's really. All right. Anguish. I think I had all the right letters there. But I said ing, didn't I? Yeah. See, that was stupid of me because I probably should have got that, and I could have got anguish if I just didn't see the ing that I put there. Ugh. Okay. Minus we got, swine we got, blotchy, 12 across, disguised by cloth with irregular patches of colour. So how would I work that out? Well, it means irregular patches of colour, right? That's what blotchy is. So the instructions, the recipe is disguised by cloth. I don't even know if I can blot patches. Oh no, I can't work that one out. Introvert, I was completely wrong with the ist thing there. How has that worked out then? 13 across. Popular time traveler beginning to trust self-absorbed person. Introvert being self-absorbed person, that's interesting actually, because that's not how I would think of the word introvert, being self-absorbed. But I guess it does mean that. But in a more negative way than I would have assumed. Introvert I don't see as being as negative as that. So how would we get popular time traveler? Or a traveler? Ah, a traveler is a rover. If something is popular, it's the in thing, it's popular. So popular in time can, oh yeah, I should have thought of that. Time can be abbreviated to just T. It's not going to show on here, of course, but obviously if you think about mathematics and stuff like that, you can do that, or physics, you can do that. So yeah, if something's in, it's popular. T for time, traveler, rover, and then beginning of the word trust is T. Wow. I mean, I'm glad that I can at least work it out after the fact. In T, rover, T, introvert. Blimey. Coal. Oh my God, 17 across. Oh, I should have carried on thinking about the Minecraft stuff. Coal. That's actually. Didn't I think of? Did I say charcoal at one point? No, I said chalk. But yeah, coal covers. Oh, covering A. There's the A, and street can be shortened to just ST if you're on like a signpost. So A street covered by a rock, coal, a combustible rock specifically, not just any rock, coal. All right, so that was where I should have. I was thinking the definition was combustible, but no, it's a combustible rock, and it means to be beside the sea. You're coastal. Okay, hoist we got. 20 across was fairy. How has this worked? Magic being just technology in the end. A magic being is a fairy. So I guess that's where we should split the clue. If something is just, it is fair. And then the end of the word technology is Y. Fair, Y, fairy, magic being. Ugh. 21. Was Nabokov. That's what we said, right? Nabokov? Yes, because we didn't put Nobokov. Okay, so we got that one. Is it? I mean, who is that? Nabokov. They're not going to be in the dictionary, are they? No, of course they won't. Anyway, a Russian-born author. Let's go on to 22. Sunken. So something below the usual level, it's sunken. How do we get starring role in Barbie to mean sunken? Ken. Ken is in Barbie. Oh, and sun. Sun is a star. Sun, Ken, and then if something is below the usual level, it's sunken. Okay, that's good. That is a good clue, actually. At once we got. Let's go to the down ones. Okay, we got horse. Oh, what was this one? Facing in, aim to develop enlargement, magnification. How on earth? Right. Facing, I can see. Wait, is it just? Is it just the letters facing in, aim to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh my God, it is. It's just an anagram of facing in, aim to. You develop it. If you develop it, you change it. And it means magnification. Sorry, it means enlargement. Oh, I feel like I should have got that. I didn't think of develop being an anagram indicator. Okay. This is good though. I actually feel quite confident that I'm working these out. Okay, what's the next one? Famous rapper, mostly not without heart. Eminent. What? Hang on. What does eminent even mean? Why am I just blanking on that? Eminent. Oh, famous. Right. So it means famous. The rapper is Eminem. But then where do you get the Eminem? But you replace the M. Oh, rapper mostly. So most of the word Eminem. So Emine, Emine, and then the word not without its heart. So you take the O, the middle of the word not, to get the NT for the end. Eminent. Okay. 5 down was musical work. NY Opera Company raised its speed. This one is going to be, there's going to be an New York Opera Company. So I was completely wrong with the S in there being the letter S for speed. Wait, so is it just, how would I work this one out? The tempo is the speed of some musical work, but how does that all come together? Not sure. I'm glad that we got panic stricken because that's a huge clue. We got that one. 7 down. Not all of scribes say something in writings on a subject. Essays. Oh, wait. That's... Oh, it's a hidden one again. For goodness sake, look, not all of, and there it is. ESSAY. Writings. I said thesis as well. I was so close with thesis. I should have just thought more about, school and university and college. What else do you do? You write essays. God. All right. Next up, 9 down. Where's 9 down? Hobgoblin. I was goblin and it was hob. I said all of these things. But how do you get that? Under cooking surface. So cooking surface, hob on the oven. Mischievous creature, goblin. So where's this almost lose ability to see? And what does hobgoblin eat? I mean, I know hobgoblin as a beer here in the UK. Hobgoblin. Oh, if I can even... God, I can't spell it. Oh, goblin. Yeah, okay, yeah. It's a mystery. Yeah, that's what I thought, because on the beer can, it's a little creepy-looking goblin dude. So the answer does mean mischievous creature. So actually, wait. Under cooking surface, which is hob, we have to put almost lose the ability to see. I mean, you've got almost lose. So almost, you would, oh, for goodness sake, you take most of the word. So something ending ing, I would have to assume you take the G off. Goblin? Gobbling. Gobbling doesn't mean ability to see though, does it? I think of ogling. If you ogle someone, you look at them. Goblin. No, I don't know. I can't work that one out. Ability to see. No, never mind. Right, but we're taking too long. Let's move on. 14 down, exhibit. That was right. Scratches, we got that one. We got most of these ones actually. And then, oh yeah, it's just this one. As of old. Do this again. As of old. Oh, it was time. I was convinced it was O for old in there. And I even said time as a short synonym for a herb. How is that? Why is this? Why is this the answer? As of old, your meal's half herb. So, okay, hang on. Half of the word meal is me. Maybe that's the end me there. That would leave thy. Your can mean thy honour, thy word, your word. But then it's kind of it's kind of working in many ways because you've got herb for time, but you've also got as of old. I don't... Oh! As of old, an old way of saying your. As of old, your. Thy. That's so good. That's so good. Oh, okay, well, you know what? I didn't get a lot of them. I got maybe like a fifth, or I don't know, I can't work it out, but quarter. The fact I can work out after the fact how most of those works gives me confidence. I'm confident. I'm going to come back to this. I'm going to do another one in the future, and maybe we'll do a bit better. It'd be nice to sort of document me getting better at this over time. So maybe I'll try and do these every now and then. And maybe this wasn't just completely boring for you. I don't know, maybe it was, but I enjoyed it. And yeah, I'll come back and do another one at some point in the future. Until then, thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.